candle. Ah! I'm having a lot of trouble with this. I need to get a better stand. Hopefully it'll work. Ah! Hooja. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Just lighting some sage. Okay. Make sure you can hear me over here. Check 1, 2. Testing. Check, check, check. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in today. I had planned on doing this transmission on the 19th. I forgot that the eclipse was this rising, and so I jumped up, and here I am. So we have the full moon in sidereal Taurus, and the sun is in sidereal Libra. And both of those constellations are ruled by the planet Venus. So we'll be dealing with the energies of Jehuti for the full moon. Yeah, y'all can't see the chimes. Heteru for Taurus and Libra, Ma'at, and Ra for the sun. If you can't see the chimes, then it's kind of boring. I'm going to just show the chimes right now. Well, I'll show the bowl. And sorry, this is not very organized right now. Definitely trying to get one of those fancy stands. Okay, I'm going to start with the full moon and the bowl, crystal bowl. There it goes again. Which is tuned to the root chakra. And the Kemetic chant for the full moon is Om Ya, or Om Ya Ya Om. So I'm going to be, the chant Om, most people associate with Hindu culture. I think I'm going to have to lay it down on the side. I'm really sorry about this, guys, but it's not standing up. Man, I have never had this much trouble with this before. Okay, let's try this. Can't blame it on Mercury retrograde today. I want you to be able to see the chimes. You can see the microphone. Okay, well, there's the chimes. I don't know. Okay, for now we're going to do the bowl. And the Hekau Om, most people associate with Hindu culture. It's actually from ancient Kemet. And you can see it in the Leiden papyrus. And one of these days I'll have the glyph to show you. So for now, if you want to chant Om with me, you can just sound out Oms. I'm going to be going Om Ya or Om Ya Ya Om. And this is in honor of the full moon, partial eclipse that's winding down. I think it's the longest eclipse in 580 years. It started at 2 something this morning. It ends at 5:45 Central. So I'm going to go this way to open it up. Om Ya. ya, Om ya ya, Om ya ya ya, Om. Om ya ya, Om ya ya, Om ya ya ya, Om. Om ya ya, Om ya ya, Om ya ya ya, Om. Om ya ya, Om ya ya, Om ya ya ya, Om. Om ya ya, Om ya ya, Om ya ya ya, Om. Om ya ya, Om ya ya, Om ya ya ya, Om. Om ya ya, Om ya ya, Om ya ya ya, Om. Om ya. Om ya. Om ya ya. Om ya ya. Hotep. Om ya ya ya, Om. That is the Kemetic chant from Shatau Neter, Temple of Aset, for the full moon in honor of Lord Jehuti. I think I have a few comments. Uja. Okay, just greetings. Greetings to you. And for you on TikTok, I'm having trouble with my setup. I'm going to invest in a better stand. I want you to see the chimes here. Even YouTube can't see the chimes. Let's see. There we go. It's either me or the chimes, I guess. Yeah, put it farther back, maybe. Okay. Okay, so we have the chimes again for Jehuti, full moon. There we go. Hetaru, Venus for Taurus and Sidereal Libra, and Sun, Ra. And each one of these chimes represents a different cosmic force. And at KemeTones and horoscopes, they also refer to the Neters, the Neteru. The Neteru represent cosmic forces of nature, and they are aspects of creation. Like we have the cosmic force of magnetism, the cosmic force of gravity, the cosmic force of electricity. We have the cosmic force of creation, Ra, the cosmic force of love and beauty, Heteru, the cosmic force of truth, justice, and righteousness, Ma'at, and the cosmic force of divine intellect, divine intelligence, the cosmic mind, Lord Jehuti. And when we have an eclipse, like we have right now, which is the longest eclipse in 580 years, I think it's at, 530 years, and it represents a total shift. Like some people say, it's flipping the script on our lives. And during these cosmic chimes and chanting sessions, there are a cosmic prayer, a global prayer. And at this time, we are praying for a complete shift in the realms of justice and truth. Ma'at, we have the full moon in Sidereal Libra, and the full moon is representing the cosmic mind, the divine intellect. The cosmic mind, which is the mind of Nebuchadnezzar, the mind of the Creator. And as humans, we are so focused on our limited mind, which is housed in our brains, that we forget to open up to our infinite mind, which we use to project our reality. The same way that Nebuchadnezzar projected creation through Kepra, we project our reality through our infinite mind, and then our limited mind picks it up and then like sets about to the details. But what we're supposed to do is open up to the infinite mind and allow it to be filled by the cosmic mind, and allow Lord Jehuti to write our to-do list and write out our intentions, and to be the one thinking the thoughts. We should just be picking up on the thoughts rather than, oh, I need to do this, I need to do this, I've got to do this, I don't have money for this, I need to do this, I didn't do this, this happened and it still bothers me, and this person said this to me and it's still bothering me. And when we get into that mindset, the mind of Set rather than the mind of Jehuti, then we block our blessings, we block our abundance, we block our divinity, we block what's in our hearts, okay? Because the heart is like, it's just like a brain. It's an organ that is composed of neuropeptides, brain cells. There's more brain cells in the heart than in our brain. And our brain is divided between two. So we're constantly making choices when we listen to our limited mind. When we open up to the cosmic mind, it fills our heart. It fills everything that we're doing. So that's what this prayer is. This global prayer is that we're able to tune into the cosmic mind and make changes that bring about justice. The goddess Ma'at is balance, truth, order, harmony, justice, righteousness, and reciprocity. So we want to open up to Ma'at. We want to restore Ma'at. People are always talking about what's needed. We need this. We need this. We need reparations. We need to eliminate student debt. We need to eliminate terrorism. We need to eliminate poverty. We need to eliminate cancer. We need to get rid of COVID. All of these things are symptoms of living in unrighteousness. We've been living under oppression and injustice for so long that now that's normal to us. And we go to our oppressors for relief. We go to our oppressors for freedom. We go to our oppressors for health. We go to our oppressors for education. We go to our oppressors for music and entertainment. Like the people who went to see Travis Scott and just walked into an Illuminati ritual. Like, we're looking in all the wrong places for love, justice, truth, harmony. So this is a global prayer that we tune into Ma'at, that we see the beauty in all things, that we're able to see the truth in all things, and that we're able to use our creativity to bring about these changes, that we're drawn to nature, natural creativity, that we're able to turn away from this deception and illusions. And that's a lot. But that's what this global prayer is for. We've got these chimes that represent these deities and the sounds. And so here we go. Have a sip of water. Because the energies of eclipses last a very long time. Like, they don't just last a few days or a few weeks. Like full moon energy lasts a few weeks. It reverberates, it vibrates, and continues to vibrate. I don't know how long eclipses vibrate for, but we're adding to that vibration in this moment. Oh, that's a lot. Before I continue, I must say two more things. In the Datarian tradition, the goddess Heteru was sent to earth by her father Ra to eliminate the unrighteous. And while she was there, she enjoyed her job so much, because she went to earth and she took on the form of Sekhmet, the warrior lion goddess. And so she was going out killing the unrighteous. And she enjoyed her job so much, she began to kill the unrighteous as well. And so Ra sent Lord Jehuti to earth to tell her some parables that were able to bring her back to her divinity. And so we have the ability to do that as well. When spiritual amnesia overtakes me or overtakes us, we can go to our prayers, our chants, our meditation, our yoga. We can read from our sacred texts. We can dance and move. We can fast. We can make offerings. There's so many ways to connect with our ancestors and with our higher self. And that is another aspect of this transmission, that we're able to reconnect with our divinity and radiate that outwards so that it can spread throughout the universe. Why not? Pray big. Go big. What did it say? Go big or go home. So this is a gigantic, huge prayer for enlightenment. Jehuti. Om Heteru. Juti. Heteru. Nupura, Nupumat, Nupujahuti, Nupuheteru, Nupura, Nupumat, Nupujahuti, Nupuheteru. Now is the time to open up to our cosmic mind. Shift to ascend to open up to the light of truth. See the justice in our lives. Bring justice to our own lives. Be the justice in our life. Purify our hearts and minds. Letting go of egoism. Let the light of creation shine in our hearts. The light of creation shine in our minds. Seeing the beauty in all things, even our adversities. Finding our way to enlightenment. Turning away from lower vibrations, even within our own selves. Om Jyoti. Heteru. Om Maat Jahuti Nukpu Ra Nukpu Jahuti Nukpu Ra Nukpu Jahuti Nukpu Mat Nukpu Ra Nukpu Heteru Nukpu Jahuti Nukpu Mat Nukpu Ra Nukpu Heteru Nukpu Jahuti Nukpu Heteru Nukpu Ra Nukpu Heteru. Wow. Okay. So I think the eclipse ends at 5:45. Something like that. So I'm just going to keep going. Thank you for being here. I hope you're enjoying these vibrations. Looks like there might be a comment. Any book? Oh, thank you. It was amazing. I'm really still feeling the vibes. Any books? So are you referring to the sidereal astrology or the Kemetic wisdom? I do have a few books. I'm so sorry I'm definitely getting one of those fancy stands I saw advertised today because this propping up against my glass of water is not working. And YouTube, I'm going to have to mark on my table the perfect place to put the laptop so that you can see me and the chimes. I don't remember this happening before. Okay. All right. It is what it is. Okay. So, for wisdom on Kemetic wisdom, the Tyrian traditions, philosophy, spirituality, I recommend the book Egyptian Yoga by Dr. Muada Ashby for your beginning place. He has many books. I think it's up to like 100 books he has out on this subject. And I studied with him for 11 years. And it completely changed my whole life. I highly recommend it. And I didn't expect all this music to be coming through. So I had to step back from my studies so that I could get this whole music thing more organized. So I'm not studying with him anymore, but I still read all of his books. So EgyptianYoga.com, Dr. Muada Ashby has hundreds of videos. They have a university now where you can study all of this. If you're interested in the sound healing with the connection to the netters, go to my website, lightbeingwellness.com, and I have a Haduscope's ebook, handbook and resource guide, which goes through the correspondences between the planets and constellations and the netters. And then I do these transmissions whenever there's a new moon, a full moon, eclipse, solstice, equinox, and then the points on the spiral dance. So you can follow me for more information on that. You can also arrange to have your own reading done, where I do your chart and then analysis. Then we can have a consultation, which lasts about an hour. And then you can also arrange to have a cosmic chimes and chanting session for your whole chart, which can last an hour or two if you ask questions. You can also get a KemeTones cosmic sound healing session where I use tuning forks that are tuned to the planets that are same vibrations as these chimes. And then your sound healing session will be based on your birth chart. It could be based on your birth chart as well as the chart for today. So I hope that answers your questions. And if you have any more questions, just ask me. I love doing this work. I absolutely adore it. So it looks like must be almost time for sunrise. I'm getting a sundown notification, or maybe the eclipse is ending. So that's it in a nutshell. The sidereal system is, I was a graduate student in astronomy, and then I was assaulted and I dropped out, and then I found cultural astronomy, which is the astronomy of the indigenous people and their connection to the stars and the planets and the galaxies. And so I went back to grad school and studied Mayan cosmology with Linda Sheely, and realized she was just taking her graduate students' research and writing books. And so I said, I'd rather live it than study it. So I dropped out of her grad school program and just started living it. I started studying on my own. I planted my garden according to the cosmos. The Quechua, the Maya, the Olmec, the Kemet, the Dogon, Cherokee, Lakota. I studied all and even the indigenous people of the North, the indigenous Irish, indigenous people of the North. So I lived my life that way for many, many, many years. And then Linda Sheely died from pancreatic cancer, which is how grave diggers usually die. Like, they go to the pyramids and then they get cursed and then they die of pancreatic cancer. And her spirit actually came to me and told me that I needed to start publishing my work, my research. And so I did. A long time ago, before TikTok or YouTube was around, I was posting my blogs on my webpage. And, it's a long story. But anyway, I am supposed to be making time to write an actual book on all of this. I've done lots of research. I've been to Kemet 4 or 5 times. I've been to Mexico 4 times. I've been to Brazil, I don't know how many times. Ecuador, Peru, Belize. This is my life. This music and astrology and healing. So I'm going to try it like this again. You might not be able to see me, but maybe you can see the chimes. I don't know what's going on right now. I've never had this much trouble. Okay. I feel like I'm drunk, or my phone is drunk. I've never had this much trouble. Okay. So anyway, with this eclipse, we are looking for a huge shift in our abundance, which is goddess Heteru, goddess of love and beauty, the goddess Lakshmi from the Hindu tradition. Honestly, there, that'll work. We got, a shift. We're looking for a shift in our mindset, our thoughts. If you're looking for a way to transform your abundance, I highly recommend the 40-day prosperity plan. And you can find that at one of my websites, openyourmoneyflow.com. And I've posted the affirmations. You can check them on all my websites. It's 10 affirmations. You recite them twice a day for 4 sets of 10. And that would be an awesome way to shift your abundance. I just did it again. I started the equinox. And I did have another miraculous shift in my abundance. So we're looking for a shift in our mindset. And this is globally, towards balance, harmony, truth, order, righteousness. Shifting away from what's going on in the world, which is like pure evil. And that is why Ra sent Heteru to earth to eliminate the unrighteousness and the evilness, evildoers, the wickedness. And so the things that happen to the Netters in the myths, they also are happening to us. That's why they're so powerful for us, because when we invoke them, we invoke their actions, their ways, their thoughts, their life into ours. We infuse our life with these mysteries. And so when I say Ra sent Heteru to earth to eliminate the vibrations of unrighteousness, we're here on earth to do the same thing. And when I say Heteru came in the form of the goddess Sekhmet, the lioness, we have that same power. We have that ability. And that when the ancestors say, but she liked her job so much she forgot her divinity and became a bloodthirsty killer of the innocent and the evil. That's us when egoism takes over us and we're angry. We start cursing out the ones closest to us. We start projecting our anger onto the world because we forget our divinity. We forget we're one with all of creation. And so then we can turn to the words of Jehuti, the teachings, the cosmic mind, the divine wisdom from the ancestors to help us open up to the cosmic mind and remember our divinity and be agents of Ma'at. We can help restore Ma'at to the earth. We can help bring about balance. As light workers, that's what we're doing. We're here to do that. It took me 30 years to accept the fact that I'm not here to make music that makes money. Or that my work is not valuable because it doesn't make a lot of money. It took me 30-something years to realize that money is energy. It can't make money. Energy can't be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed. It can be shared. It can be passed on. It can be moved. We can increase the vibrations of energy. We can change the vibrations, but we can't create energy. Even here on earth, we have energy plants. They're just taking things that already exist in nature and changing them in a way that makes power or makes money. But I've had to stop saying that I want to make money. And I had to accept the fact that my life is sustained and provided for by the higher self. And that as long as I continue to share my gifts, share my music, share your gifts, share your whatever it is that you make or whatever it is that you do, you continue to share and you will be provided for. And once I was able to make those shifts and came up with the formula, was that when I share my gifts, I raise my affluence, my money frequency, and I radiate abundance. I radiate love. I radiate gratitude. I radiate whatever it is that you're hoping to receive. You've got to raise your vibration so that you can radiate that. And then I attract more than enough money for what I need to be able to share my gifts. I made that little formula. It's an endless loop. It's an infinite cycle. It never ends as long as I continue to share my gifts and not be attached to the outcome. And I have to thank my spiritual preceptor, Seba Ma Seba Ja at Kemet University, Sema Institute, EgyptianYoga.com, for bringing this to my attention. They literally had to beat it out of me and brought me to tears. For 2 years, I was sad and depressed about this. And then I was able to embrace this truth. And then it was time for me to leave the university so I could organize my music. And that is the real story. So in the tradition, there's actually a scene of Lord Ptah, who is the governor of earth. Geb is earth, the substance, the elements of earth. But Lord Ptah is the lord of the earth. And he has a stick. I think it's called a shapesh. Yeah, it's a stick that he uses to open up the consciousness of people like us who are asleep. And the shapesh is actually the Big Dipper constellation. It's so funny how all this is tuned into the stars. And let's see, so that's a long rant. But anyway, that's the global prayer. let's see, a little bit about Taurus, the bull, who is right next to the constellation Orion, Asar, who points to the star Sirius, Aset, in the dog star constellation Anpu. You see, there's really no way to disconnect these sounds and this sound healing from the stars and the netters. But I wanted to say that next month, the moon, it won't be full next month, but it will be in the sacred hoop, which is the circle of constellations Taurus, Orion, Gemini, Sirius, and Leo, or anything. So I'm going to do something special. But back to today. Shifting the vibrations of our life on earth, our abundance, like flipping it over. So if you've been having terrible luck, you can have great luck. And if you've been having good luck, it's going to get better. I'm not going to say it's going to become negative. It's going to get better. So I'd like to offer a chant for restoring Ma'at to the earth, because that's what this is really about. We have the full moon in sidereal Taurus, and the sun is in sidereal Libra, Ma'at. So we want our abundance to be in alignment with Ma'at. We want our creativity to be in alignment with Ma'at. We want all of our thoughts and our feelings to be in alignment with Ma'at. See, I don't think you can. I like these lights to show up a little bit more in my background. I'm a perfectionist. I guess they don't really show up that good. Supposed to be the stars. If I turn this light down a little bit. It's a little better. Okay. So this chant is called Om. Is that another comment? Oh yeah, books. Okay. Om Maat Geb. Let's see if I can get Geb over here real quick. I'm gonna grab the big one. Look at this one for Geb. This tone of Geb represents the orbit of the sun, the earth around the sun in 1 year. I guess I could get the other one too. Come on. Yeah, I have to admit that transmission that I just did was very unusual for me. I usually, I don't know, I just felt something very majestic. And I just went with it. It was really fun. Oh, I was right in the middle. I'm going to get the earth tone too. The earth tone. This is the tone for the Earth's orbit in 1 day. It's stuck. Alright, so I'm going to work on my setup here with the lights and the chimes so you can see them, because you can't even see them. Try it like this. They're the star of the show, not me. I'm a little speechless about all this, but that's okay. Glass of water. All you can see is the Om. I guess that's better than nothing. It's right in the middle. I'm having fun. Okay, so now we have the Sun, Venus, and Libra the earth in a year, the full moon, and the earth in a day. And the chant is Om Maat Geb. And you can find a version of this chant already online, recorded, not with the chimes, but it's online. And it's for that Ma'at be restored to the earth. Om Maat Geb. And you can chant along with me. Om Maat Geb. our minds. Maat is in our hearts. When we open our minds, Maat is in our heart. Can we open our minds? Maat lives in our hearts. Can we open our minds to Maat? Can we open our minds to Maat? Om Maat Geb. Om Maat Geb. Om Maat Geb. Om Maat Geb. Wow. I've never experienced anything like that before. I've never sung that way before. I've never had that experience in this lifetime before. I hope you enjoyed it. I see the sun is changing the colors of the sky where I live. I really like the way the light is shining on these chimes. I have to remember that too. Okay. Take a deep breath. Okay. Well, I thank you all for tuning in today. For my new followers, thank you. I'm going to work on the stand for this phone so the transmission can be more clear. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. For those of you tuned in live and on the replay, I hope you enjoyed your full moon eclipse transmission as much as I did. We have to thank my dog, Sybil Anpu, for waking me up to let her go out back because I got to see the eclipse. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's the eclipse right now. Because I wasn't planning to do this until later tonight. I'm so happy that it worked out. And I will post a replay on YouTube. Well, the replay is on YouTube. I'm going to create a clip of just that Om Maat Geb because that was phenomenal. And I think it's an indication of what is to come. You know, what is to come. Something wonderful. Okay, Dua Hotep. See you again soon. Let's see, I'll be back with Ancient African Adorations on November 30th. And I'm going to start, well, I can do one now before we close out. I'm going to start doing, I'm going to start doing pendulum readings. I think this is crystal. Yeah, this is amethyst. So I have this wonderful pendulum here. I'm going to start doing just going live just with the pendulum. However, if there's anyone on the stream right now that has a question, maybe you have a question about the eclipse. Anything with a yes or no answer. Any question with a yes or no answer that you're willing to follow the guidance. It can't be you get the reading and then you do the opposite, because the goal of these readings is that we learn how to trust ourselves better. So, okay, looks like someone has a question. Can I be a... Yes, anything with yes or no. And if it's vain, you know, sometimes we call it vain or selfish, but it's really in attune with our higher self. So don't I haven't seen your question yet, but don't sell yourself short. It might be a question about yourself. I forgot my glasses, so I'm squinting. Yes. But the catch is you have to follow the guidance. Like if it says yes and you really wanted it to say no, then you have to accept the yes. Because if you go against it, then you're going against yourself. Because this is reading your energy, not the pendulum's energy, not my energy. But when you ask a question, I hold the pendulum, it's reading your energy. So if you go against your energy, you're going against yourself. Okay? So ask your question. Go ahead and ask your question. I'm going to ask the question. Is this eclipse energy going to help me get back to my music and get my music recorded? Yes. All right, I like that. Okay, it looks like there's a question. Okay, that's a good question. I can't see your name though. I can't really see your name very good. I forgot my glasses. Can you type your name in the question box? I think it says Amber. I'm gonna go with Amber. Amber. Did Amber's path cross with Spencer for love? Yes. Okay, yes. Yes for love. Now, love comes in many forms. Did they cross paths for romantic love? Yes. Family love? Yes. Spirit love? Spirit-based love? Yes. Is this possibly like a past life experience that they're coming back into? Yes. Okay, so it's a past life experience they're coming back into. And is there some sort of spiritual energy work that's creating a block? Looks like it's saying no, it's slowed down. No, not spirit energy love that's creating a block. Is it possibly ancestors creating this block? Ancestors, okay. All right, so we've got two people. Is it on Amber's ancestral lineage? No. So Spencer's ancestral lineage? Yes, okay. Is it on Spencer's maternal lineage? No. Spencer's paternal ancestral lineage. So someone in Spencer's father's ancestor lineage is creating a block for your romance, which is, according to this reading, based on a relationship you all had in a past life. Okay? So, how many generations back for this ancestor block? One generation? No. Two generations? No. Three generations? Four generations? 5 generations back. 5 generations back, an ancestor on Spencer's paternal lineage took some sort of action that's creating a block for them today. Okay? And is this 5 generations back on his paternal lineage, is that also when they had their relationship? 5 generations. So how many lifetimes ago for Spencer and Amber? 1 lifetime? No. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So according to this reading, 5 ancestor lineage on his dad's side generations ago and 5 lifetimes ago, you two were having a relationship and one of his relatives intervened. Okay? And so, let's see. So is that ancestor incarnated on earth right now? No. So energetically speaking, the path is open for their relationship in this lifetime. So, okay. So I would suggest, Amber, I would suggest because the way is the door, the veil between the living and the dead is open right now from October 31st to February 2nd. And that is the time to really connect with your ancestors. So I would suggest you make an altar for your ancestors, and you don't need to know the person's name or anything about them. Just know that in his ancestral lineage, maybe someone didn't approve of your relationship. Maybe 5 generations ago, maybe you were like slave and slave owner, or cowboy and Native American. I mean, we don't know. But maybe your male ancestor was against the relationship and ended it. It doesn't matter how it ended or anything. All you need to know is you can appeal to this ancestor in this lifetime to open the way so that you all can be together, and like just know that whatever obstacles you're having, it's not you. It's another energy. Okay, so I appreciate your comment. However, in the Natarian tradition, there's no one that dies to save you. The myth of Jesus Christ is based on the legend, the myth, the mystery of Asar, Aset, and Haru. And Jesus Christ represents Haru, which is spiritual aspiration and spiritual victory over egoism. The word Satan comes from Set, and Set is ego. And the battle of life is between our higher self and our egoism. So I reject any negativity that comes onto my page, any negative vibrations, and I only deal with the truth. And so I appreciate you sending good messages and good vibes to everyone, but telling people to look outside of themselves to for something to come and save them or to wash away sins, because only we can do that. We are spiritual warriors. We are spiritually victorious. We are one with the divine. We are one with our higher self. And we are here to combat egoism and negativity. And we don't look outside of ourselves for anyone to come save us. We save ourselves. Okay, so that is the number one thing you must know whenever you come on my page. It's all about love, but it's about truth. It's not about colonizers. It's not about pirates. It's not about missionaries. It's not about terrorists. It's not about cowboys. It's not about Christianity. It's not about Islam. It's not about Judaism. It's about truth. It's about indigenous people rising up, coming together with pieces of the truth and moving forward and eliminating the matrix, eliminating colonizers, eliminating ignorance of the divine, eliminating the church, eliminating egoism, eliminating evil. Okay, so just know that if you come onto my page with that type of comment, this is the energy you will get. Correctness, purity, ma'at, truth, higher consciousness, inner awareness, divinity, abundance. We don't look outside of ourselves for salvation. We save ourselves by clearing our mind, harmonizing with our heart, clearing out our RU. What I'm discussing with Amber is their RU. RU is represented by, the heart is represented by a vase. And in this vase, we store all our impressions from our past lives, all of our experiences from our ancestors' lives. Our ancestors are stored in our womb. And we're here on earth to clear out the toxic energy, to clear out the residue, to clear out the regrets, the longing, the grieving, the loss, the heartache, because those are the things that weigh us down and force us to reincarnate again and again and again in order to transcend all that. And we can do that in this moment. Right now, I've given help to Amber that can help her with her relationship now. And it's not she has to go pray to anybody or give anybody money. If someone wants to give a donation or whatever, fine. But they can do the work themselves. They don't need to ask anyone to come in and help them. We can help ourselves. And that is why I'm on here doing these readings, so that we can raise our vibration and embrace this truth. Keep our vibration high and radiate what we want to experience. Not try to bring something to us so we can feel better. We need to feel better so that we can make the world better. We don't need anybody coming back to save us. We are here to save us. We are here to save ourselves. We are here to help our loved ones and help our families get out of this brainwashed spiritual enslavement. What you're bringing onto my page is spiritual enslavement, wickedness, evil, war, tyranny, dictators, cutting off people's heads, cutting off their hands, burning them at the stake. We don't need any of that. Where's my sage? I don't have time for that. I don't accept that. There's far more better things. Jesus died because people killed him. He was bringing a message of truth, and people didn't believe him, and they killed him. That's why Jesus died. That's why Martin Luther King was killed. That's why Malcolm X was killed. That's why Marcus Garvey was killed. That's why there's missing indigenous women, because they bring the message of truth. Get it going even more so I can send it to that person so he can have a good day. Anybody that's still enslaved by Christianity, I send you prayers of peace and wisdom. May you find Ma'at. You need to go back and listen to the beautiful transmission that came through. We don't need any of that. I don't need anybody to come save me. I need a loan, but I'm going to get the loan. I don't need somebody coming out of the skies to save me. Open up to the ancestors and find a way. Okay. Anyway, Amber, I hope that helps you. Let me look through these comments. Okay. Oh, I said Amber. It wasn't Amber. It was Kristen. Amber is good too. Okay, good. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I hope that makes some sense to you. Oh, let me just make sure I'm done with her. And if you have any more questions, just reach out to me. And I'll remember to bring my glasses next time. Thank you. Okay, here's another one, and then I'm going to close it out. Yes, and okay, I have one question here. Two more. Should I'm just going to say A, reach out to Claudia. I forgot my glasses, so it's hard to read them. Spray, I don't delete, cut off the transmission. Okay. Okay. Should A reach out to Claudia? Oops. Okay. I'm just going to use one hand because this is ridiculous. Okay. So good, it's got the sage going. Should A reach out to Claudia? It says no. Okay, so the thing about these readings is you have to be willing to do what it says and not go against it. So it says no. So what I would say is, it says not to reach out to them. However, you could just visualize it happening and then see what happens. You know, visualize. I learned recently about something called revisioning, where you visualize the outcome that you'd want to see. So it's not about us taking actions. It's about raising our vibration to radiate what we want and then have it come to us. Okay, because reaching out, that's work, right? It's supposed to be easy. That was one thing I forgot to talk about. The new method of abundance it's supposed to be easy. I have friends that put out an intention that every day they wake up to more money in their bank account, and it worked. Every day they roll over and there's more money coming in. So I would advise you is to radiate out what you want to attract and then have it come to you. And then you'll know it's real. Let's see. And then I think there was one more question. Will A come home next week? Will A come home next week? According to this pendulum, it says yes. So that's a good thing, right? So again, the same thing is visualize what you want to attract and raise your vibration to what you want to attract. If there's something you want to happen, then meditate on it and do artwork or music or whatever. Tune into what it is you want to attract and then have it come to you. I don't agree with, you know, we got to do this to attract, you know, all these spells or crystals or whatever. You just have to radiate it. You just have to shift your vibration to match what you want and have it come to you. That's what I've been learning about. And it's working. Okay. Would I win? Okay, well, I'm going to close out now. And if you have any more questions like that, if you want to do readings, just send me a message. I'm going to start doing just pendulum readings, not the chimes and readings. I'm going to start doing chimes, and I'll close with pendulum, but I'm going to have a time where I'm just doing pendulum readings. So I'm really grateful for those of you who tuned in. And those of you watching the replay, if you have any questions or comments about astrology or energy readings, remember I told you to go to my website, lightbeingwellness.com, to learn more about horoscopes and astrology and KemeTones sound healing. Open your money flow to openyourmoneyflow.com to learn about the 40-day prosperity plan and how to increase your abundance. And you can also get coaching with that. You know, I can do that. Yep. So I guess I will post a link. I'll post a TikTok with the link to those websites. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm going to close out with Om. Yeah, Om. It's been a great full moon eclipse for me, even though I only got the last half of it. I think it started at like 2 a.m. and went till 5:30 or something. Yeah. So anyway, if you want to tune in with the Ohms, you can join me. This is a beautiful, let's see. Now I'm going to go this way. Yeah. Om Ya. Om Ya Ya. Om Ya. Yes, I might even include a clip of me burning out that toxic comment. I know he had good intentions, but I'm at the point where just being nice and polite has gotten me in lots of trouble, and I don't need to be that way anymore. I'm 60 years old. I don't need to be nice. Okay, well, thank you so much, Hotep.